I have to make this video for y'all because this is for y'all spirit. Y'all gotta hear it. All right. So, y'all possibly have never heard of a symbiote. If y'all don't know what a symbiote is, it's basically a dark parasite just leashing off of you. Believe off of like dark influences. You know, and if you don't know what a symbiote is, watch Spider-Man 3. Alright? I'm talking about with Tobey Maguire. I'm talking about the real Spider-Man that I love. You know what I mean? I'm talking about the Spider-Man that actually got like New York atmosphere and shit. Like that's I know the comic book Spider-Man. Like don't get me wrong, Tom Holland is a great Spider-Man. But my Spider-Man when I was growing up, seeing New York and like that's really how New York is. If you could watch all 3 Spider-Mans, more power to you. But I can say, if you really want to know what a symbiote is, watch Spider-Man 3. Basically, it was basically what Venom was. Like what was it, like some type of like a little black rock of a meteor just hitting Earth. And the first thing it found was Spider-Man's suit. And it lashed on to that shit. Had to get it off. Yeah, that's basically what a symbiote is. A symbiote could be a person. A symbiote could be negativity. A symbiote could be, even your vices. A symbiote could be anything that'll feed you to be a dark person. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna open up to y'all. I've been a part of people, places, even things that did its best to make me dark, but I had to get up off that. I had to be like, yo, Earl, this shit ain't for you. I know y'all had this too. I know y'all be like, yo, this shit ain't for me. It's basically bad hobbies, bad people, anything that's filled with badness. That's what a symbiote is. I hope y'all really take what I say into consideration, because I really need y'all to know what is bad for y'all spirit. Y'all need to know this. I'm just being a messenger. I'm not Jesus. I'm not here to save y'all. I'm just here to give y'all a message, like a positive message for anybody that knows what a symbiote really is. Like, I'm giving y'all knowledge on what a symbiote really is, as I say. So, like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, certain people I met in the past, I'm no longer in contact with them. If they wasn't from me. You know what I mean? I'm done with being a part of people that just want to lash on to you and just want to. A symbiote could come in groups. A symbiote can come in a place. A symbiote is basically one of the, like, if you go back to my tunnel vision, like my spiritual tunnel vision video, that video, it basically is where a symbiote could come from, like spiritually for you. Like, but a symbiote, I feel like a symbiote is a real challenge for you to be like, yo, is this for me? Hell no. Staying away from that. Symbiote is a dark parasite. It's gonna eat at your life so you can just be that dark person. Watch Spider-Man 3. I'm telling y'all, watch Spider-Man 3. It's a clear example of what a symbiote is. Clear example. Cause listen, when you're looking at people and you're looking at who, like, what you're doing around them, like, really question yourself. Like, is this shit good for me? Like, that's what that symbiote is. It wants you to be that. Don't be that. Don't be that dark side of you. Shit, even watch Star Wars 5. Like, when what's his name? When what's Darth Vader's son name? Luke Skywalker, thanks. Luke, spelled that. Luke Skywalker. He was like, Darth Vader was basically like the dark, like he was the dark parasite, the symbiote. But Sith was the Sith, Lord Sith, yeah. Sith was the person that was like giving him that like push. Darth Vader that push, like, oh, yeah, you need your son. You need your son because you dark. You gonna make him dark too. I'm telling y'all, that movie is, whew, I understand why that movie's so big now. Because any movie that's actually dark, you know what I mean? Any movie that's actually gonna, well, that's in the 6th episode where he was like, oh, you gotta get your son. You know, you got, watch Star Wars. Watch Star Wars. I didn't watch Star Wars episode 4 because I wanted to see what episode 5 and 6 was about. But watch Star Wars 5 and 6. Because Luke Skywalker, he was such a light-hearted soul. To the point where anything that, you know, when he found out, you know, Darth Vader was his father, before that, he was like, nah, like I'm this way. I'm not giving into that dark side. I'm sticking to the Force. You know what I mean? The Force is a nature. You know, like that movie is so, and I just realized like Star Wars 5 and 6, those movies, and I'm gonna just plant y'all right here real quick. I gotta put on my sweater. But yeah, Star Wars 5, that movie is that's such a beautiful movie. Star Wars 6 is a beautiful movie too, because, just give me a moment, y'all. Yeah, Star Wars 6 was such a beautiful movie. Star Wars 5 is, like, they're both beautiful movies, but Star Wars 5, you know, Yoda was teaching Luke Skywalker the Force. You know, and I love Yoda so much, because Yoda, he's my favorite Star Wars characters, bar none. You're not comparing me, no, you're not. Darth Vader, no. Seth, whatever the fuck his name is. No, you're not comparing, no. Yoda, he knew, like he was so intuitive within his groundedness. Like he was like, no, you're not good. Like, yo, you're the Force. It's already within you. It's already within you. You know? And I'm like, yo, everything that you're feeling, like everything that makes you light, anything that's making you feel good about yourself, stick to that. I don't know what the opposite, I'm gonna search what the opposite of a symbiote is. But yeah, that's like those are your wings for you to fly, bro. Like, you too, sis. Queen, you too, king. Like, that's your wings for you to fly. Anything that's separating you from dark energy, keep doing that. Even if you're passionate about it or even obsessed with it, just stick with it. That's the light. That's the light. I don't know, a light parasite exists? I don't know. But it's like the opposite of a symbiote, in my opinion, is like something that's gonna keep your spirits high, keep your vibration, energy, and frequency high. That's what that is. You know what I mean? Like, I see this all the time. Not all the time, but I see this day by day. I know people like to, you know, gossip, talk about this, talk about that, you know, with all this bullshit that's going on in the world. Like, you know, reality shows and things that entertain them for bad purposes, just so they could down talk other women and down talk other men. You know, I feel like that shit is a symbiote in itself. That's just my theory or hypothesis, you know. But at the same time, I'm like, yo, like, yeah, symbiote, just stay away from a symbiote. Like, delete everything that you gotta delete, because that one thing, I'm telling y'all, that one thing that's on even the thought is a symbiote. The thought of thinking that, oh, it can be, don't be naive. See things for what it is. Because that thought of positivity towards that symbiote is gonna lash on to you, and you think it's gonna be good for you. And it's not. I've been a part of that, and I'm done with that. I hope to God that you're gonna be done with that too. All of y'all, whoever's watching, just make sure that whatever you do, it's for the greater good. Opposite of a symbiote. Because the symbiote is for the better and the worse. Better and the worser, whatever. You know what I mean? You have to, don't give in to the badness. Don't. Because that's a dark cloud that's over you. I've been a part of that dark cloud. I'm done with that side of me. I want my clouds to be light. It's like there's so many examples of a symbiote. Just watch Spider-Man. Watch Spider-Man 3. There's so many movies based off of a symbiote. Watch Spider-Man 3. Shit. Watch Star Wars Episode 5 and 6. What's another dark movie that tried to lash on to someone and he had to get that shit off him? What's another movie? There's plenty of movies. Training Day. Watch Training Day. Training Day is a honest to God movie about a symbiote. Denzel Washington was a symbiote to Ethan Hawke. I'm telling y'all, he was a symbiote. But Ethan Hawke was like, nah. Ethan Hawke was like, nah. You're bugging. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're tripping, bro. I ain't that. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many movies, so many... Shit, there's even books about it. You know what I mean? Based off of symbionts. I really, I even talked to my lady friend Nada about this. My close lady friend Jay Capusano, I was like, yo, that one little thing, whether that's, a past ex that you had or whatever, and that was a bad relationship and you think it's gonna be good, cut that shit off. I'm telling y'all, I had to do that. For myself, for thyself. I had to do that, because listen, anything that you thought was good really wasn't good for you. You just had to see that for yourself. If you really had to push that person away or block that person out. I'm telling you, everything that a symbiote will do, it will make you feel like you are them. I'm telling y'all. And that's it's something that an empath will always feel. I'm telling y'all. Because I'm not and even look up dark empaths. Dark empaths, they're similar to narcissists. Narcissists and dark empaths, they have similarities, but they're not the same person. A narcissist, they want things to be just all about them. Because they're extremely insecure. They want things to just be all about them. They want to push you around, make you do this, make you do that with them. And trust me, it's not being a narcissist ain't it. You're just showing your insecurities. You know what I mean? Like, now a dark empath, now see, they're similar to narcissists, but they're spiritually are manipulative. Like, you know what I mean? Narcissist is a manipulative person too, but they're spiritually manipulated by shit that they have to recover from. Similar to narcissists. The dark empath is similar to a symbiont as well, a dark parasite. Like, Dark empaths, they run in packs. They have people that will lash onto them and do dark things, dark deeds. You know what I mean? Like, that's a, you know, and this is the thing. And this thought came to me in a graceful way. Anything that, oh man, this thought is so vital to say this to y'all. Anything that you feel like a dark empath or a narcissist or a dark, parasite or a symbiote of a person would do to y'all and you think is good, cut that shit off. You know what's good for you. Don't let anyone think for you. Don't. You think for yourself. You know where your heart is at. You know you can heal for yourself. Don't let other people heal for you. Help is good through healing. Trust me, I know. But just be more aware of who you think is healing you or helping you heal, I should say. Because listen, none of that, like, you do everything for you. No one is handing you out nothing. You doing all this to yourself. You know? And that's the end of the video. I hope y'all gained a lot of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of what I gave y'all. You know what I mean? Through the Most High, God, Allah God, man. Like, you too. You too, woman. You too, divine masculine. You too, divine feminine. Just make sure y'all do y'all for the greater good, not for the bad and the worse. Don't. Keep prospering. May peace be still with y'all. I love y'all so much. Y'all stay blissfully blessed, spiritually well, within you being. I love y'all sincerely. I love y'all so much because if I didn't love y'all, I couldn't love myself. Until next time.